Can I wear this?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. I look like an alien from like Area 51. I'll just sit here like this until you introduce me.
You got to keep me purpose. You got to stay set.
Day and night to morning, keeping me in the morning. I let you had unknown it. Why don't you say so? It's been a long time since you fell in love.
Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we have a very special guest.
It is I, Enzo Antonio.
If you couldn't tell under the green alien glasses.
If you also can't tell, we're caffeinated. Even though caffeine doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
If I haven't made that clear yet.
Yeah, we thought it'd be funny to start off this video from like the complete opposite of where we're trying to get. We just filmed a video for ENZO'S channel of Truth or Drink, our part 2, but with energy drinks this time instead of espresso. So we have all these energy drinks that we just drank, and we also had like frappuccinos, coffee throughout the day. For my video, we were kind of inspired by Emma Chamberlain's...
In me, I had this idea.
Well, you had the idea.
I'm just kidding, I'm kidding.
Well, but you had the idea from Emma Chamberlain, right?
No.
Oh, where'd you hear it from?
I just like, well, I don't think Emma Chamberlain came up with a dopamine detox.
No, yeah, but where did you hear about the dopamine? Like, I thought that you heard about it from her.
I don't know, I just was like, oh, like dopamine detox, like I want to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're just a troll.
I already sound really stuck up in this video. I'm like, no, I didn't hear that from Emma Chamberlain.
Anyways, we thought it'd be fun to kind of challenge ourselves to do a dopamine detox for 2 days. We were like thinking of a week. I'm kind of glad we're only doing it for 2 days though. We don't know if we can do this another day. Let's like quickly run through the list of like what this entails. Like what even is a dopamine detox?
What is it? What is it?
Obviously we're not doing it long enough to really find the results. It's more just like seeing how doable it is from like a daily life perspective. Okay?
And normally those first few days are like when it hits you, like when it's like,
yeah,
okay, this is...
So basically the goal of a dopamine detox is to like stop training your brain to get like instant gratification and stuff, and to like kind of slow down and become more like mindful and productive and stop like procrastinating, you know. Kids these days, like, oh my gosh, it's like social media,
phones.
blah, blah, blah. The no's. No caffeine first thing in the morning, no sweets or sweet drinks, no fast food, no music paired with other things, and by that we mean like music should be like its own activity. You can't just use music to like
silence your brain,
yeah. No social media,
project.
no excessive shopping, no binge watching, no procrastinating, no alcohol, and so you're really gonna have to cut down for this one, I'm so sorry. No video games and no multitasking. So some things we can do instead. Creative pursuits, reading, journaling, mindful exercise, cooking,
ENZO'S kitchen.
ENZO'S kitchen revival.
The eggs, butter, milk, and that's it.
Talking to people in person / on the phone.
Me like actively on my phone while you're talking. Like I'm literally like...
Learn a new skill. I sound like I'm writing all this straight from like an article, which I kind of am. I feel like we're recording an episode of our podcast, Telepathy.
Wait, we have a podcast?
Wait, yeah, so we actually have a podcast called
right.
Telepathy, yeah. Go listen to it if you haven't. That's why this intro is so long, because we've gotten so used to podcasting that we can't just like shut up.
Right. Instead of saying get on with it, say, wow, you're just so acclimated to the podcast lifestyle.
Yeah.
I love that for you, you know?
Exactly.
It's all about perspective.
Oh, look, the camera's about to run out of battery. Let's take a thumbnail. But we will see you guys tomorrow when this challenge begins.
It's okay, quick. Good morning, everybody. It is me. It is currently, let me do a time check. My phone is over here, so it's 8:58. And speaking of phone, haven't gone on it today. No social media. And I have work at 9:30, so I do need to like get a move on, but I've just been doing my makeup. I'm not like completely done, but I've been doing it in complete silence. No music. Normally I like to have a little like tune going on, but complete silence this morning. Well, actually at one point I literally turned on like the fan in my bathroom. I don't know if this is cheating, but like I needed like a static noise to focus on, and it was like too quiet. So I did that, but no music, which kind of was like not fun. So this is also stressing me out because Anna doesn't edit. Or like, Anna edits. That's not what I meant. That sounded bad. Anna doesn't edit as rapidly as I do because I do jump cut every 5 seconds. So like I feel like me like breathing in between sentences is just unheard of on the internet. So this will be fun. So I'm gonna keep getting ready and then I'll update you guys and like braid my hair and everything, but you know, in complete silence and no social media, so yeah. Hey guys, so I'm ready now. So I'm gonna make my bed. Well, I guess I can't like multitask. I'm gonna explain to you that I'm making my bed and then I'll set up the camera. I mean, I have to do it in silence, but maybe Anna can like give us a montage with music maybe, or you can just edit me completely silently making my bed because, you know, if that's something that you choose to do. Bed made, yay. Okay, so I'm about to go to work and here's the part that I've kind of been dreading. So with not multitasking, you basically don't want that like instant gratification. So honestly, like no listening to music while driving, which is gonna suck because that's like what I look forward to the most. I'm not like the biggest fan of driving. I've been like better about it before. I was a little bit more like, ugh, because you know, car accident things. But okay, let's turn on the car and then I'm just gonna roll down the windows and like be grounded with summer. Here's how I look at it. I'm not gonna listen to music while driving to work, but I think I am after work. It's sort of like the shift is over, you know, one of the biggest tasks that I had to do today, which is my 9:30 to 4 shift. So I'm gonna listen to music as a way to allow my brain to relax after working and stuff. Okay, little like psych lesson really quick. So dopamine is a hormone. It's also a type of a neurotransmitter. So fun. Like how it's different from serotonin is I feel like dopamine is a little bit more, she's like the greedier cousin. That is okay, like I'm like not credible right now because what am I saying? Serotonin and dopamine, they're both like feel good hormones, but serotonin's a little bit more about long-term happiness and sort of like joy, whereas I feel like dopamine, it's about like pleasure and like a reward, and so you kind of just like keep wanting more. So dopamine detox is kind of just like limiting it. So yeah, there's a psych lesson too early in the morning, but let's go to work in silence. Okay, this angle is so funny. Hold on, let me move. This is sounding so dramatic, but like I hated that. And I'm not trying to seem like I can't like function on this earth without like music, but like I do enjoy listening to music. And I feel like also, oh, I thought there was somebody in the car next to me, but it was literally my shadow. Like I feel like I started like listening to my breathing and then my heart started like beating faster. This is so dramatic. I literally just drove like for 6 minutes without music. Okay, well let's go to work. I have to open, so I basically just get an hour and a half to, you know, set everything up and all that, just me, before people come in at 11. I will be opening in silence this morning. I don't know how much of this I can film, but considering the drive was awful, I think this is going to suck.
Okay, so now I have to add the 2 widgets. So, did I download the widgets? Do I have to download the widgets? Good morning, guys. I just woke up. Well, not really. I just kind of like got up. I slept in today. It's actually already 11:55. I set my alarm for 9, and then it just kept going off and I kept snoozing it, and then I was like, this is not productive, so I turned it off and went back to sleep. I've already had social media deleted for like a week now. I've gone on it a few times like on my computer. I'm kind of already in the social media detox thing. I like to do it when I'm home for the summer because I do more fun things rather than just sit around. The one thing I have replaced with social media though is playing Among Us. I don't know how this happened, but I've been in an Among Us phase the past few days. We're not gonna play any of that this weekend. I downloaded this app recently, like a few days ago, called Posy. It's like a daily poetry app because I was looking for something like that, and it's really cool. It's kind of like a book club where they give you a poem every day. So I'm gonna read that this morning because it's kind of like a nice start to the morning. just made my famous chai latte, which is just Tazo chai and then like steamed milk and cinnamon. Normally I put agave in it. I actually normally put agave in the bottom and then pour the water in, and then I blend it into the milk, and it's really good. I literally came this close to pouring agave into it just now, and then I remembered that we're not doing any sugar this weekend. So I'm gonna taste it. Hopefully it's still good. I'm sure it will be. But I put cinnamon on it. Not as sweet as normal, but the steamed milk just makes it so good. I'm also gonna have some watermelon for breakfast, and then I'll probably eat a bigger meal in like an hour. Rue, are you trying to open the door? You're so bad. When I was in California, I got this book. I wanted to go to this used bookstore near my house that I kept passing by, and I also wanted to pick up a poetry book. And I found this book called The Echo Anthology of International Poetry, and it's basically a bunch of these poems like translated into English. And it's been really good. I'm already like more than halfway through it. I've been reading it like most mornings and stuff recently, so I'm gonna read that. But first I'm gonna eat, and I realized like I can't multitask, so I have to eat just like without anything. So it is currently about 3:15. I read for a bit today, and then I had like a few random things to do around the house that I did. But now I'm gonna try to tackle the big thing that I've been trying to do for the past few days, which is clean my room. It's more just like unpack from LA, because for some reason, instead of unpacking, I just took everything out of the suitcases and piled it on the floor. But also, my goal before I leave to go back to school is to kind of like get rid of a bunch of clothes, because since I was in Europe and then in LA, I have kind of been living with more of a capsule wardrobe recently, so I kind of have a better idea of like what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. The challenge is gonna be not listening to music or doing anything while I'm cleaning. I was very tempted to just like put on a record, because maybe just for like a chill record, because I stole my brother's record player while he's at school, but I don't know. I feel like I should just like do it in silence and see like how long I can do that for.
That was literally terrible. It is currently 4:06, and the entire city that I live in today woke up and was like, we all want to come here. We were slammed the entire time. Sorry, I don't like clapping. So I was like prepping some things, and I was like, after I do this, I'm gonna pee. Then there was people waiting outside before we even opened. I still haven't peed, and that was like 6 hours ago. So I made a drink, green tea with no sugar, and there's some aloe vera at the bottom because we can't have any like sugary things, I think. I'm gonna listen to music on the way home, or else I will crumble. I just ate my meal. Here's a picture that I will send Anna. I was gonna vlog myself eating it, or like I was gonna vlog it, not like me eating it, because nobody wants to see that, but my parents were like watching TV in the background and stuff, so I didn't feel like just like pulling out the camera. But speaking of TV in the background, they were just watching a soccer game, which I had no interest in, so that actually kind of worked out because it did not distract me at all, and I literally just sat there and ate my food, my spring roll and broccoli. Yeah, now I'm just like laying up here, and Anna was texting me discussing plans for tonight, but I don't know why she's texting, so let's call Anna. There's you guys. Hey. Hola.
Hola.
So I'm vlogging, by the way.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I'm currently cleaning my room.
But you can come over whenever tonight. And okay. Yeah, work was like literally traumatizing today. Like the entire city was there.
Really? I think I'm gonna have dinner here. Like I have some stuff. Okay.
So yeah, I was just calling and not texting. Okay.
Well, no.
Yes. Okay.
We should. Okay. Bye.
Wait, what were you gonna say? Okay. I was like, what were you gonna say? And then Anna hung up. So that's fine. I'm gonna like sit here for a second. Like I just need 2 minutes to like stare at the wall with no distractions, which is good for a dopamine detox, I think. So now it is time to edit the podcast. It's currently 5:20. So excited. Anyways, I'm gonna do it at my desk instead of my bed because like I feel like being away from screens is kind of like the goal, but when you're editing a podcast, it's like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Hello everybody, welcome back to Telepathy.
So I'm making some spaghetti for dinner. My famous spaghetti with Parmesan and roasted red pepper flakes, we all know. And then my mom made some coleslaw for like a dinner that she's going to tonight, and she left some for me, so I'm gonna eat some of that. I love coleslaw so much, I honestly kind of forgot about it for a bit. I've literally been cleaning my room for so long, but I've started to make a pile of clothes that I don't want, and I think I'm gonna bring to Plato's Closet one of these days. Books that I don't want that I can bring to the used bookstore, and then also some art supplies that I don't need anymore that I think I'm gonna bring to Savannah and donate to Starlandia. It's currently 6 o'clock and I'm gonna go to Enzo's house in the next hour and we're gonna watch Theater Camp because I have been telling Enzo, like, literally, you have to watch Theater Camp. I honestly don't think I could do this long term. Like, it's so hard to eat without watching content or looking at my phone or something, which I feel like isn't a good thing. Like, I should be able to just do all these things without needing something playing in my head, you know, but it's like the day feels so much longer and more boring. I feel like I'm like depriving myself of everything that kind of like makes the day a little bit more fun, you know. It's like the little things. I've deprived myself of the little things. But also I'm going to Enzo's house in like 30 minutes, so I will have a bit of social interaction today. So I am heading to Enzo's house and I'm opening Spotify for the first time for today. Shocking. When like I'm listening to a playlist with a bunch of stuff in it and it switches from like artist to artist and like song style to song style, that's like a huge source of dopamine for me. I feel like it's just like, oh my gosh, like I love this song. So I'm gonna be a bit more laid back and listen to one singular album. I think I'm gonna listen to this album by Francois Hardy. I love her music and it's so like relaxing, and it's also in French, so I have no idea what most of the words are saying. We're with Enzo.
I was working on editing the podcast, but you already saw because I got a time lapse.
Oh, amazing.
Plus editing this, I don't know, do we know, like, it's like telepathy, like our podcast, I think.
Oh yeah, I think that is our podcast.
I listen to it a lot though. Should I turn on the light or something?
Sure.
Ooh, the light in my room is nasty.
Yeah, let's just do it without the light. Naturally lit.
We could wait. What if we just sat on the floor and did it like right in front of the
Wait,
window?
actually, I think this is good.
What if we sat on the floor and did it like directly in front of the window?
Or we could just stand and do it directly in front of the window.
Does that give the same energy as like sitting?
Okay, yeah, let's sit.
I think dopamine does something to your brain.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
give it back
What
to
the
you.
heck?
No, just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do our like midway through recap. I like made tea without sugar.
Wait, I had green tea without sugar. And I drove to work without music.
Really?
And
You drove without music? I drove today with music, but I chose just like one album.
I only drove home with music because it was kind of like, that was like the reward. I was like not having it this morning. I was like kind of in a bad mood. Yeah, no, I feel like
no,
very
I literally feel so like unstimulated.
I don't feel good.
No, honestly, same. I don't know.
I've actually had like a bad day.
Honestly, same. Good.
When my brain is moving fast and then it's just complete silence around me, like it makes me feel crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
like why am I breathing? I'm like,
Also, I'm here to watch Theater Camp. I feel like it's so like overly dopamine. Like I feel like it's overly stimulating.
but we can't like check our phone throughout or
Right.
anything. Like none of that.
It's not, yeah, because it's not like you can't just like not watch movies if you're not doing dopamine.
I mean, it's like, it's our activity for the night.
Yeah.
It's not like we're not being like, okay, let's do this and we'll have a movie on in the background. Like that is the activity.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, Okay, so slight update. We kind of talked about it and we were like, we don't know if we can do this another day because honestly, like, it was just kind of depressing.
I've had a bad day. Like, I can see how it's beneficial, but I think, like, very quickly I realized I don't think this works for me. Like, I just had a bad day.
I could see it working if you stuck to it for like a week, if you're really dedicated, like if you really wanted to see some results, but we did it more for like the challenge. I didn't in fact sit with my thoughts while eating like every meal, and I was just like getting very existential about things.
That's the point, is I don't want to sit with my thoughts. Like, that's not good.
It's just like I feel so weird. Like, I genuinely feel weird.
I was just experiencing like withdrawals.
Yeah.
And that's like...
So the plan for the rest of the day, we're gonna watch this movie. We may go get ice cream.
What?
But hey,
wait, where did that come from? We didn't talk about that before.
But hey, it's a reward for getting
like
through the day.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like a reward.
Yeah, it's like a reward. I've never really had such a failed video before. We've learned that it's very difficult. So we're gonna watch this movie. We'll catch up with you guys later when we may or may not go get ice cream.